friends. Welcome to Story Behind Podcast. This is the show for people who love hearing a good story and who believe the world could use more positivity. We're the team behind God Updates and God Too, and we hope these weekly short stories will brighten your day.
Food Network removes Valerie Bertinelli, host of Longtime series, and the star is heartbroken. Written by Julie Provost, read by Julie Provost. The Valerie Bertinelli series has been cut, and she's heartbroken. She doesn't want to have to say goodbye. Valerie has been the host of the Food Network's TV show, Kids Baking Championship. She co-hosts the show with Duff Goldman, an American pastry chef and TV personality. Kids Baking Championship is where the best young bakers compete against one another to become the next Kids Baking Champion. The kids are judged on the presentation, taste, and creativity of their creations. According to People, a source close to the show said that her deal was up, and Food Network chose not to renew. They did not make a new offer, but Valerie very much wanted to continue. Must have been devastating for Valerie to hear this news. She had been on the show since the first season in 2015. This Valerie Bertinelli series won't be the same without her. Valerie went on Instagram to talk about how she felt about not being asked back to the show. It really hurt my feelings. I know it's not supposed to. Logically, I know that. It's business, budget cuts, right? She told her audience. Referring to the episodes she saw in the summer of 2022, she talks about how difficult of a year it was for her and how the show saved her life. Valerie also mentioned about working with all the wonderful people she did on the show, how it made her feel productive, and how she could spread kindness through it. I'm just most sad I won't be able to tell everybody what they mean to me, she says about the crew and everybody she worked with on the show. Without a doubt, we know that Valerie will go on to do more amazing things in the future. Baby's overeager slap causes trouble in hilarious baptism gone wrong. Written by Adam Staten, read by Julie Provost. In this hilarious baptism gone wrong, an adorable baby curiously slaps at the book in the priest's hands, but what happens next went viral. Children are a precious and wonderful blessing from the Lord. Anyone who has been lucky enough to become a parent understands this for sure. However, raising children, in addition to being a blessing, is also a monumental task and responsibility. One of the duties of being a parent includes raising them in the teaching and wisdom of the Lord. Teaching and raising a child to love and know the Lord often includes a ceremonial baptism. But as one video posted on Instagram shows, everything does not always go according to plan during ceremonies, especially when they involve young children. In the clip, Candace Williams, a mother of two, stands on the platform with her family as a priest recites from a book of sacrament. Everything seems to be going fine until her 11-month son, Sullivan, decides to take matters into his own hands, literally. The priest is reading from the book when Sullivan, with his right hand, swats down on the book. This causes the priest to drop the book. The priest and several family members quickly rush to grab the book, but their efforts are in vain. The book lands right into the baptismal fountain. The clip ends with extreme close-ups of the various family members who look upon in shock and horror as the book lands in the water. Despite the horrific mishap, the video's caption states that the priest conducting the ceremony rolled with it and didn't get too upset. While everyone may have been embarrassed and shocked at the time, this is one of those we're going to laugh about this later moments. They will always remember the time when Sullivan knocked the book the priest's hands and derailed his baptism. Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Thank you so much for listening to Story Behind Podcast. We're really glad you joined us for this week's story. To see photos and videos that may have been referenced in this episode, check out the links in the show notes. And if you enjoyed what you heard today, subscribe to our podcast, and please tell a friend about us. We'd also love it if you'd rate us and leave us a review. It really does help more people find us. Story Behind is a Salem Web Network production.